Hello everyone, my name is Sagynbek Marsbekov. I am from Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, and I am studying in International Ataturk Alatoo University. Today I will tell about democracy and autocracy. So the main questions are, what is democracy and what's autocracy? So let's start. What's democracy? A democracy is a state in which fully qualified citizens vote at regular intervals to choose from among alternative candidates the people who will be in a charge of setting the state's policies. Democracy is government of the people. Therefore, there is also a sense that the full population of citizens will be actively engaged between elections in debate over alternative policies. Democracy requires an implicit agreement by the conflicting groups in a state to accept the possibility that they will lose out in making of policy. In effect, it requires an agreement among labor units, corporations, and different form of groups to vote their chance on the outcome of processes of policy making in which the population as a whole gets the voice. Each group accepts that it must abide by the end result and hopes that it will be able to get enough of what it wants out of the process. This is the democratic bargain. Then, three waves of democratic movement. The shifts of the 1980s occurred in regional waves, but they were all part of larger wave of democratization, often called the third wave. The first wave of democratization came in the wake of World War I, as Germany became a democracy in 1918 and new democracies were created in Eastern Europe. At about the same time, a number of Latin American states also established democratic regimes. Many of the democrats established at this time, however, fall either under the economic pressures at the Great Depression or in the violence of World War II. The second wave occurred after Second World War, as democracy was re-established in countries such as Germany and Italy. The third wave is considered to have started in the late 1970s with the successful reintroduction of democracy to Spain and Portugal. Then, what's autocracy? Shortly, autocracy is government in which the power to govern is held by one person. Generally, the power to rule is inherited or by military force. Military government is the most dramatic to democratic government, in which a group of officers use their troops to take over the governmental apparatus and run it themselves. This is called a coup, from the French strike at the state. Less than a tenth of the world's states are under military government. One-party states. Most autocracies are not strongest military governments, but one-party state. The one-party state is distinguished by the fact that the government is based on and supports a political party that is the only party allowed in the state. One-party arrangements have often had their origins in military coups. For example, Libya, Cuba, China, USSR, East Germany, Czechoslovakia. And other examples of autocratic regimes, the Soviet Union Socialist Republics from 1917 to 1999, Pakistan, example of military government, Saudi Arabia, an absolute monarchy, and Democratic Republic of Congo, Zaire, is military government. The term of coup Strike at the state, I don't know how it spells, means using army against nation. So that's all. Thanks for your attention.